The question before us tonight is, can America rise once again to defeat a multi-headed enemy that is both inside our homeland and overseas? My role here tonight is to share with you the mission, the mindset, the model that has been proven successful throughout all of human history, and how this model is being implemented once again in these United States. It's called the Remnant Alliance. The Remnant Alliance is a group of Christ-centered organizations that have come together combining skill sets and resources, creating a plexus of support for our pastor leaders and citizens throughout the United States through the local church. You say, Steve, you sound like a Christian national. And I say, you're dadgum right. We sound like a Christian national. So what is the Remnant Alliance? We first have a boot camp for pastors. Most of our pastors have come through a seminary that's been watered down and basically says, you just do this and don't get out there and do that. We believe God tells us that He is to be Lord of all of our lives. There is no compartmentalization. That includes our civil life, our married life, our sex life, our business life. God's either the Lord or He's not the Lord, right? We can't break it into compartments. Those pastors leave that 3-day boot camp with their wives, and then they go home and they begin preaching. They have an armful of sermons, and they're excited, and they commit to go home and preach a biblical worldview and teach this history we're talking about. Next, we train the congregates. Most of our American citizens have never taught our Christian heritage, and so we take care of that through Rick Green and an organization called Biblical Citizenship with Patriot Academy. Over 30,000 coaches across the nation. Millions of people have been watching this. We train our congregation. Next is Salt and Light. Salt and Light Council. It is a toolkit inside that church that now everything involved, from selecting and training leaders to voter guides, how to start a private school, anything you need in that community to get activated, it's in that toolbox. Our organization is Citizens Defending Freedom. We bring the attorneys at the grassroots level, we bring the media, and we bring our own intelligence so we can understand the money flows and what's going on in that community. This is just an illustration of it right here. But inside that church, you're doing your normal stuff, but you're adding one more ministry that a volunteer is taking care of. So you got children's ministry, you got women's ministry, all youth ministry. Now we have a biblical citizenship ministry. And their job is to help shine the light on that community. There are 320,000 churches in America today. Every single one of them is an embassy, or could be an embassy, for the kingdom of God. We are ambassadors for Christ. This is not our home. Our mission is to represent our kingdom on earth. And we draw a circle around that church, and that becomes our turf. Our job is to extend the kingdom of God.